Hi guys, and welcome back to the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. And we are back again. We're on another episode. It is episode number 11, and in today's episode we've got a few things going on. We've got marquee matchups and a couple of other things. We'll probably throw a draft in there. You'll just have to wait and see. But obviously this is the team that we've still got, and you know it's not changed for a while now. So I don't know why I keep showing you, but you know, just in case you're new to the channel, you obviously want to see the team that we're rocking on the Road to Glory. We've currently got 160,000 coins. We're going to be adding to that total today because we have got ourselves our of course division rival rewards. Now I know it's Friday and obviously they came out yesterday, but and a lot of content to get through, and obviously we've finally got round to showing you him. So we are going to be getting the middle reward, which gives us, I believe, a 50k pack and a couple of other packs. Well, it's one other pack actually. It actually just gives us a 50k pack and a 45k pack, both untradeable. We've also got ourselves 16,000 coins, I believe it was, to add it back into the club. So you know you've got a lot of opportunity to get some walkouts in these, and you just never know what could happen. You could pack, for example, an Mbappe, Neymar, Van Dijk, some big players in packs. But anyway, let's crack these open then. So the first one is going to be, of course, a board, not a walkout, because he's not walked out yet. It's going to be a Serbi, and now obviously he plays for, I believe it's Lazio in real life, but obviously here I don't have the rights to Lazio anymore, and I've also got to discard him because I've got him duplicate and tradable. Moving on in then to the 50k pack, this guarantees an 83 plus. Can it be something decent? Well, it's going to be a walkout, but unfortunately it's going to be Giorgio Chiellini once again. So we've packed him for the second time now. Luckily we have got him tradable in our club. We also get a decent link to him in the leaked, not like I'm going to use him for a team, but for an SBC. For example, the Ronaldo SBC, which came out today, 26 squads. Honestly, I don't know how you boys feel about that, but I think it's absolutely outrageous. It's a card that he definitely did not want to release this early on into the game. It's way ahead of the power curve, and that's why it's so expensive. If it was like, I don't know, I can't remember who else were in it, maybe St. Maximin that were in the vote, he wouldn't be so ahead of the power curve, and therefore it would have been a lot cheaper. Obviously it'd been a lot cheaper, but obviously you know, it's not a card that will stay in the top tier cards for a long time, whereas Ronaldo will. So moving on into some division rival gameplay, you know, we're actually playing some rivals. We're trying to get past division 4 into maybe a division 3, something like that, just as well as preparing for the weekend league. Now the weekend league starts obviously today, started this morning. And obviously I will be partaking in that. We managed to get ourselves enough qualification points to qualify for the weekend league, so I'm really actually excited for that, but I'm also quite nervous. I don't want to lose every single game, but to be fair, we did really well in some of these rival games. Unfortunately we had 2-1 and 3-1 down in this one, but I felt like I was playing quite well. I was just getting quite unlucky with a few chances, which is something I do need to work on this year, which is chances. Now obviously I don't know how you boys are feeling it, but for me, I can't finish most of my chances. I'm creating quite a lot, but it's always that final product, it's always that final shot that I just can't seem to hack at all. I mean, obviously, outside the box, you're going to go for your finesse shots. They're really OP at the minute. Excuse me. I'm a bit poorly at the minute, but you know, we move on. Soldier on, hopefully it's not too bad on the audio. So unfortunately we get a match loss there, not great, but we'll move on into the next one now. This looks like a really beatable team. Obviously he's got the likes of fodder, well, he's just got fodder cards in there for me. He's got Verratti and Di Maria, both not great cards, as well as like a Benzema in there. He's not as in form, so he's not going to be as good. And we do go 1-0 up against this guy, and as I should really, I've got more of a meta team, and you know, I should really be coming away with a win here. However, that's not really the case, as he whips a ball in. St just gets ahead to it, but Fekki has just turned into like prime Ronaldo and scored a goal there, so he's back to 1-1. Excuse me. However, moving on in just before half time, Correa picks up the ball in the box. He gets himself on the score sheet. We're back to 2. Well, we're back to winning the game. We're 2-1 up. And then again, we get another setback. Verratti into Griezmann, into Benzema, across back to Griezmann. He's got himself a goal again, and it's 2-2 in this game. And I was thinking, there's no way I lose this guy. And well, you know, he's pushing through here. He's got the ball with Benzema. A nice little fake shot, whips it across to Griezmann, who takes the strike. And we are now 3-2 down, just like that. Didn't feel like I should be losing the game, so we tried to turn it on. We bring a couple of subs on, but before we do that, we do actually have a chance here. We pick the ball with Valverde, a great tackle. We then find the man of Correa, back to Valverde. It's a nice one too. We take the shot, and luckily it somehow goes in the net. Valverde had to tackle it in, but it's in, and that's all that matters. So we're back to 3-0. We've still got 20 minutes to go and try and win this game. 9 minutes after, we make some substitutes finally. And it's one of those substitutes, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who comes through on goal after a beautiful ball across from Dembele. He squares it across to Ismail Assar, and that puts us 4-3 up. We then push further on with 8 minutes to go. We're looking to try kill this game off now. It's Ismail Assar once again, gets on the score sheet again. The Upamecano nearly got to that, but luckily for us, he didn't. And we come away 5-3 victors in that one. Excuse me, I'm really I apologise for this. But anyway, we're going to move into, I believe, the final game. It looks a decent team. It's a full Premier League side. It's not the best. I mean, you know, Kovacic, you know, Ake is not amazing. There's a few like questionable players in there, but on the whole, it's quite decent. And we start off this game very brilliantly as Gulashi is just going to, you know, decide I'm going to go for a jog, and then he decides to just like pass the ball to Diogo Jota, who takes a shot from, I believe, quite some way out, and obviously he's gone and scored there, so it puts him 1-0 up, 12 minutes on the clock. Not a fantastic start to this game by any stretch of the imagination, and it just gets a little bit worse. Gabriel Jesus just picks up the ball, finds Jota into Bernardo Silva, back to Jota. It's a good save by Gulashi, but unfortunately it just falls straight back to him, and it's now 2-0. And I'll be honest, I didn't really feel at all comfortable in this game. He was a very good player, and he makes it 3-0 just before half time as well through Bernardo Silva. He looks a very good card now, being a cam. It's someone that I might potentially look at trying to buy into the Road to Glory team at some point. You don't know what could happen. You know, you could pack Ronaldo next week and you might need a Portuguese link, or, you know, you could pack something completely different and that changes your team and your mindset of what you want to do with the team. So we're now 5-0 down after a couple of goals got conceded there. Not great, I can't lie. Gabriel Jesus is really, really good on this game, even just his normal card. And it puts us down again, another match loss. So we're now going to do some 2-player packs. Excuse me. Now, of course, the 79 or 78 pluses came out as well, but they've now since gone. So we decided, you know what, let's just stick some more non-rares into some 2-player packs and just see what we get. You know, we get what we get and we don't get upset. We want that risk of maybe trying to pack something really good. For example, a Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe, you know, you name it. You've got a lot of players in the meta category that you can get out of these 2-player packs. You can literally pack anyone. But unfortunately for us, we only get a Rafa this time around, which, of course, excuse me, isn't the best player. Let's get Bruno Perez in there as well. Just not great at all, is it really? So we're going to do another one. This will probably be the last one for this set because we're now moving on into 81 rated. I believe I had to buy a couple of players for this one. We've put in like a Cucurella who's 81 rated. You don't really want to be doing that for 2-player packs, but I have anyway. I just thought, you know what, let's just send it, and in the hopes that we get something good. I mean, I've not actually had something decent yet from 2-player packs. I had one chance where I got 2 boards in one pack, and we do actually get boards in this one, and it's going to be Guerrero, and actually we do get double boards in this pack because we get ourselves Angelino, but unfortunately they're both duplicate and tradable, so we can't do anything with them. Moving on in then, we're going to now do some marquee matchups. These were really, really easy to complete. I've used a lot of silvers for these squads. I've also had to use quite a few gold rares because I don't have many non-rares in the club left, because obviously the 2-player packs have rinsed them. And of course the 78 pluses as well. They've just absolutely ripped them out with me, and I now have none left. So moving on into these SBCs, I was quite, you know, scared that I wasn't going to be able to like complete them with mostly players that I've got in my club, but that was not the case. You know, we got quite a few done. This one I had to buy the whole right hand side of Evertonians because I needed just one more club, and that was the best way to do it. So I did that. And then moving on into the final one, Belgium versus France. That was a really good game, by the way, if you watched it. You know, we're just going to stick a couple of non-rare golds in. Well, no, sorry, rare golds in. And then a silver striker up top as well. And that completes marquee matchup. So hopefully this can get something good. It gives us a rare Electrum players pack for completing. And I'm just thinking, you know, if we can pack that something decent, tradable, you know, once to watch Ronaldo's impacts right now, I want to get that card, especially tradable as well. You know, it's like 2.8 million coins. I want that in my life. I want 2.8 million. Who doesn't really, anyway? So the first pack doesn't give us ones to watch Ronaldo, surprisingly. It gives us Rodrigo. He can just go in the bin. I mean, I think I end up maybe putting him on the market because why not? It's a bit better than discarding him. Excuse me. So he's gone. Now we're going to move on into their mixed players pack. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Is it going to be a bit better? Well, anything's better than a Leeds player. Unfortunately, though, it's only a bronze rare. We do also get a couple of gold players in this pack. We get Sergio Roberto, Rob Holding, but obviously because the bronze guy was rare, he held a higher value, and obviously means that he was at the front of the pack. So moving on into the third pack, I think it is, we get ourselves boards. Unfortunately, not a walkout, and it's going to be Carlos Vela from Los Angeles, obviously being Mexican as well. You know, he's quite spicy, but unfortunately not what we're looking for in our packs. So that's that one done. 2 more packs to go, then we're going to open a small prime gold now. Is this going to be anything decent? I hope so. It is going to be a board, but unfortunately it's going to be Sergio Asenjo, and because he's a goalkeeper, Spanish, he's not worth anything whatsoever. So we'll just chuck them 3 up to the trade pile and move to the final pack. This is the Prime Electrum. This is the big pile that you get for completing the SBC. It is actually going to be a board, unfortunately not a walkout, and it's going to be Guerrero again. We literally packed him like a couple of packs ago from a 2-player pack. He is damage tradable though, so of course we can make some money from him. We'll just chuck him again to the trade pile because 84s are not as expensive as I'd want. So we're going to put him in the trade pile and wait till it rises in price. So that is going to be pretty much that for this episode. I will be continuing my Road to Glory journey in Foot Champs tomorrow. So if you're excited for that, smash a like on the video and I'll catch you in the video tomorrow. Peace.